Hey squad, so I know y'all love long distance hiking, but this video is not for you. This is for the people who want to come and see you on trail. So, I'm talking to you now. So, you know somebody who's on a through hike and you want to go see them. Well, you should know, first off, through hiking is spontaneous and it is difficult and it changes day to day based on the terrain, hikers' personality, their feelings, their body, whether they get injured, the weather, anything really. So, just know that going into this. Okay, so when you want to go see somebody on trail, you basically have two options. You have to decide from when you want to see them or where you want to see them. Alright, first off, let's cover where. So, where do you want to see your through hiker? Do you have a certain section that you also want to see? Is there a certain section that's more accessible to you? Is there a certain section that you know that they'll need more support in, etc., etc., etc. And then keep up with your hike, find out where they are, and as soon as they get to that section, you want to come out and see them on their schedule. Okay? And this is probably the easiest option because, as I said before, hiking is spontaneous and their plans can change constantly. And you necessarily don't want them hiking to your pace. Cool? Cool. Alright, and then when? When is the other side of the coin where you have to decide what time you want to see them, whatever time works best for you, when they're on trail, obviously, and then go find them wherever they are on trail because you have a car, most likely, and they do not, so they can't come to you, obviously. However, this is not my favorite option because the place that they are may not be as accessible as other sections of the trail, so just be aware of that when going into this. But yes. Okay. Alright, and then if you try to control both sides of the coin, your hiker is not going to be as happy with you because they'll have to pick up the pace or slow down the pace to meet you at wherever you're gonna meet, obviously. And obviously you can ask your hiker, hey, when and where do you want me to meet you? That's obviously the best. And they'll probably pick one of the sides of the coins, like, hey, I want you to meet you here, but I'll probably be there within like 2 weeks or whatever. Or, hey, I want you to meet me within 2 weeks. They'll probably pick the where because they know where it's accessible. But if they pick the when side, then you know, you'll have to go meet them wherever they are and they'll say, hey, meet me in 2 weeks, I'll most likely be here, so yeah, and then obviously they'll be like, hey, or whatever, I don't know. Alright, and the next, will you be hiking with them? If yes, great. If no, great. Just be aware that they might be on a schedule to get to a certain location, whether that be the end or a town or whatever. They might be trying to get XYZ. I don't know what their plan is. I don't know what their deadline is. I don't know. I'm just making this video. But if you're going out there for multiple days, you have a higher chance of slowing them down. If you're just going out there for like the day, you have a less chance of slowing them down, and obviously it's less time, so you can't really slow them down as much. And if you're going out there for multiple days, how in shape are you? How far are they into the hike? Do they have their trail legs? Like, just things you have to think about, because you don't want to necessarily slow them down with your slow pace because you're probably new to this. I don't know you, but I'm just guessing because you're watching this video. Sorry. But the less time you spend with them on trail hiking, the less time you'll slow them down. They'll just be happy to see you. However, if you don't want to hike with them, there is other options to see them. Be their support team. Exactly what does that mean? That could mean like really anything from bringing trail magic, aka food, out and feeding them. Also, if you're going to do this, bring food for anybody that are hiking around because you don't want the other hikers to resent your hiker for getting food on trail when they have to eat cold ramen out of their backpacks because it might build resentment or whatever. Just be nice and bring food for everybody. Or you can slack pack them, which is where you take basically whatever they need for the day, they take it and they hike with it, and you take everything else, their sleeping bag, their tent, their whatever they don't need for the day, and you meet them further down the trail and either give it all back or they come stay with you in your hotel or wherever you're staying, your house, their Airbnb. I don't know you. Just do it. But yeah, that's an option. Or you could do a combination of both. I've seen literally moms come out to the trail and like slack pack their kids multiple days and like show up and give them lunch every day, and I'm just like, I'm so jealous of those people, despite them bringing food for everybody so I get fed, but those people are able to do insane miles because they're getting fed and they have less weight on their back. So yeah, be their support team. Just be there whatever they need. I don't know. Also, good places to do support if you're looking for a good place to do this is wherever there's lots of road crossings, because you'll get to see them a lot and give them first aid, water, whatever they need, and you'll be able to take lots of pictures and see them a lot. That's what my family would do. They would just show up and take pictures if they ever came out. But just know that I don't know exactly where your hiker is hiking, but for example, on the Appalachian Trail, Shenandoah National Park, the trail crosses the road there like 100 times. It's insane. And on the PCT, Highway 2 in Southern California, coming out of LA, going through the mountains, wherever Brandon Powell, whatever that mountain's called. I should know that, but I don't, because I walked the PCT way too fast. But yes, trail crosses the road there a lot too, so just be aware. Although, I'm not sure if that road's open. Probably is. By now. I don't know. Or just ask your hiker, they probably know where the crosses the road are at, or do your own research and surprise them. And then the other option, I wasn't sure if I was going to mention this one, but it's where they take a zero with you and just hang out with you whatever the day is. Just be aware though that they've been hiking, they've been using their body 100% of the time for however long they've been hiking, so they're probably worn out and they most likely don't want to go sightseeing with you. Who knows, maybe they do. Just know that they'll probably just want to eat and just sit around and sleep, but who knows. And yeah. Alright, I think that covers everything. If I left anything out, leave it down below in a comment, because I've not really seen this topic covered at all, so I just did the best I could. But yeah. Also, if you have any experience supporting or visiting your hiker out there on trail, leave that down below, because I would love to hear it, and any experience can help somebody else with planning their experience going out there and surprising their hiker. So yeah, hope this helps in any way, shape, or form. But yeah, that's all I got for you today, so see y'all out there.